What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon and welcome to Simple Unboxings, the simplest unboxings in all of YouTube. So I've got two packages to show you today. They've both been sitting here for one of them been here for a couple of weeks. The other one showed up more recently, but I've been waiting to film a video to show you guys. One of them is an action figure that I wouldn't say I've been after for a long time. It was just one that I've been considering for a while. And then when I decided to buy it, it was no longer at the place that I'd seen it at for so long. The other one is a comic book that I have been after for a while. And in fact, it's one of the few books that were on this year's comic book hit list. Take a look. Quick shout out to my minions. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in exclusive members only videos, extended episodes of The Noob, and exclusive emojis, hit the join button to find out more about channel membership. But remember, your membership is not required. The best way to support the channel is by liking and commenting on videos. All right, we'll start off with the action figure. This was, these were both eBay purchases. That's where normally these boxes come from. So this figure wasn't something that was ever on my radar until I decided I started collecting this character a lot. And people who know me well will probably know what character that is, because when it comes to collecting action figures, I don't like having multiple variants of the same characters and things like that. But I've got a couple of exceptions. This character is a character that I made an exception for, but I only made that exception recently. So this figure, for the longest time, this figure was available at Pop Toys. But from the first time I ever went to Pop Toys, he had this figure sitting on the hooks, right? I've been going to Pop Toys for what, maybe 2 years now, maybe? And every time I went there, it was there. So so when you walk into Pop Toys and you look over to the back wall, you got all the pop vinyls, and off to the right, there's all these hooks of just action figures, right? I guess I like to call them the back issues of action figures, right? So they're mostly older figures that he's probably had for a while. And he had this figure here for so long, right? I was always like, oh, it's not a bad looking figure, but I don't need it. It's not one that I really need. Until I decided, you know what? I think I'm gonna collect Harley Quinn figures. I think I'm gonna collect Harley Quinn figures. Guys, did you know I collect Harley Quinn figures? So I decided that one day, which I don't know why. I thought that was a good idea. And I was like, you know what, I want this figure in my collection now, right? So after going to, I've visited Pop Toys quite a number of times since I started going there. It's one of those stores that are kind of like Aaron's. I go there so regularly that I don't really film a lot there because, I've already highlighted Pop Toys quite a lot. And then last time I went there, I was like, today's the day. I'm gonna go pick up my figure from Andrew that he's got on hold for me. And I'm gonna grab this Harley Quinn off the hook. And I got there and I couldn't believe it was gone. I was like, that was there for so long. And the thing was, I think he had it for about $40, which is pretty much retail. I'm pretty sure these figures probably came out at $40 if I had to guess. So it wasn't like it was marked up. It was just sitting there at $40, which I was like, oh, that's fair, right? If you go on eBay and look up this figure, people are trying to flog this figure off from anywhere from I don't know, $100. Some people have it listed for $200. It is not worth $200. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll never have that figure because all these people think it's worth that kind of money, right? And then I finally came across someone who was selling it at a sensible price. Oh, it was actually a auction. Starting bid $25. I was like, $25? That's more like my kind of pricing, right? And I was the only one who bid on it. So I think I bid up to maybe 30. I don't know, because I obviously had to include the postage as well, right? No one else bid on it, so I got it for 25 plus shipping, which was about $15 or something like that. So I ended up paying the same price as I would have got it for from Pop Toys. So I'm very happy. So Andrew, if you're watching this, be happy for me. So this is the figure in question. Man, I talk way too much in these videos. All right, it is from the DC Comics multiverse. This is the old, is it Mattel that did these ones? Yeah, so it was Mattel. So for those who are, the action figures, know the DC license went to McFarlane, who made the DC multiverse range, and they recently lost the license back to Mattel. So, but this figure, it's not a bad looking figure. I've seen pictures of it out of the box and it looks quite good. I haven't actually had a look at it for a while in person. It's funny because sometimes you see photos of toys and they look really good, and then you have them in hand, in the box, and you're like, it doesn't look as good as it does in the photos. But it's not a bad looking figure. I just thought it'd be cool to add that one to my Harley Quinn shelf because, believe it or not, I wasn't like a comic. I collected comics when I was a kid, but I didn't grow up a comic book guy. I didn't watch the Batman animated series. I didn't know who Harley Quinn was, right? Until this movie came out, believe it or not. So that there was the first Harley Quinn that I'd ever discovered, right? I know that's embarrassing. A lot of you guys are like, oh my God, that's the worst Harley Quinn. But guess what? When you're talking to the noob, That's my Harlequin. So yep, that one will come out of its box and go on the Harley shelf. The next one, ooh, this book I've wanted for a while. Now, this book goes for, look, anything from this franchise goes for a lot of money. Some of you guys might already know from just me giving you that hint what the book is. I've seen it locally, like obviously Nicholas from the Warriors Down Under, he's got a copy. His is like all in this fancy slabberoonie thing, and so his was a bit more than I wanted to pay for it. But it's one of those ones like I would have potentially have paid for it one day. But I was like, when I see something at a price like this, I'm like, I need to jump on that now or I'm gonna miss out, right? But yeah, I'm glad I finally got this now because it's something I actually want to read. Oh no, they gave me a bag, but no board. All right, whatever. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's in reasonable condition, I guess. It's not perfect, but this is the Warriors Jailbreak. Yes, baby, I've got it. I can't believe I've got this. So basically, you guys know I collect the Warriors, obviously, in general, but I've got some of the Warriors comic books. So there was a movie adaptation of the Warriors. I believe it was 5 or 6 issues. I've got the trade paperback. And then they did this, Jailbreak, which apparently this is a story, like a continuation of the movie. So they got the movie adaptation and then they released Jailbreak as a one-shot. And I believe it's about the Warriors breaking Ajax out of jail. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what it's about. So I am super excited to read this. I literally will read this as soon as I can because to me, this is part of Warriors lore, right? I've always said, like, I don't understand, like, obviously Warriors has a huge cult following. I don't understand why, maybe it's got to do with licensing, I don't know, but I don't understand why they haven't kept up this universe through comic books or video games. The video game's obviously a big hit, like you guys know I love the Warriors video game. They could have made more Warriors video games or more Warriors comics to continue that universe. I don't know why they never did that, I wish they did, but that one is now added to the Warriors collection and another book ticked off the comic book hit list. If you watch my hit list video from this year for my comic books, there wasn't actually many books that I wanted. It was more like maybe I'll try to fill some runs, but this was actually one of the books I wanted. So very happy, got it, gonna read it, gonna board it as well. But yeah, very good. That's all for this one, just a short one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of that. If you guys want to show some love for the channel, don't forget, give this video a like, leave a comment if you wish. And obviously, until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends and keep it simple. Yo, do you love these videos so much that you want to rock some SimpleSimon swag? I've got 5 designs that can get printed onto t-shirts, stickers, bed sheets, shower curtains, and more, so I can be with you always. Link to my Redbubble store is in the description below.
I got this SimpleSimon clock from the SimpleSimon Redbubble store. It tells the time really good.